Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upskill in AI. Do you ever find that after a long day at work, even after you've shut down your computer, your mind just keeps running? There's this kind of mental static, a low-level hum that makes it hard to focus. Well, if that feeling resonates with you, you're certainly not alone. Today, we're diving into a really insightful analysis by Dr. J. Andrew Kuypers. It was published on LinkedIn on March 17th, 2026, and it's called AI Brain Fry and How to Fix It.
So here's our roadmap. We'll start by defining what this emerging phenomenon of AI brain fry actually is. Then we'll get into the data behind this fatigue and look at what's causing it. And most importantly, we're going to explore some actionable strategies for you, your team, and your organization to help reclaim your focus.
All right, let's get right into it. To really tackle this issue, we first have to have a very clear understanding of what we're talking about.
According to Dr. Kuypers, AI brain fry is a very distinct kind of mental fatigue. So this isn't just feeling tired. It's a fatigue that comes directly from the cognitive load of having to manage, verify, and essentially oversee multiple AI systems. He points out that professionals who experience it often describe it as a buzzing fog that just sort of clouds their ability to think clearly long after they've stopped working. Now, it's really important to draw a line between AI brain fry and traditional burnout. Burnout, as we typically understand it, stems from emotional exhaustion. AI brain fry, on the other hand, is a cognitive issue. And here's the real paradox. Dr. Kuypers' research highlights that while AI can actually reduce burnout from repetitive tasks by up to 15%, the intense oversight that AI requires creates this entirely new kind of mental strain. So how widespread is this phenomenon really? Let's move beyond the definition and start looking at the data to understand the real, measurable cognitive toll this is taking on professionals. A 2026 study from the Harvard Business Review, which surveyed nearly 1,500 U.S. workers, found that a significant 14% of AI users are already dealing with this specific type of cognitive overload. And as you might expect, that number is even higher in tech-intensive fields like marketing and engineering. And this isn't just about a subjective feeling of being tired. It has very tangible consequences. That same HBR study discovered that this mental strain leads to a sharp increase in mistakes at work. Minor errors go up by about 11%, but what's really alarming is that major mistakes, the more serious ones, jump by a staggering 39%. The impact on employee retention is just as concerning. The research revealed that among those who are heavy AI users and are suffering from this cognitive fry, 39% report wanting to leave their jobs. For companies, that's a serious retention crisis in the making. But the effects don't stop at job performance. Researchers are now looking into the longer-term impacts, a concept they've started calling cognitive debt. For instance, an MIT study that used EEG scans found that heavy AI users showed measurably weaker brain connectivity and had more trouble with content recall. On top of that, joint research from Carnegie Mellon and Microsoft has linked it to a reduction in critical thinking. A 2025 paper titled Your Brain on ChatGPT even suggests that over-relying on these tools can reduce our sense of ownership over our work and make us less engaged when we have to perform tasks without AI assistance. Okay, so we know what it is, and we've seen the data on its impact. The next logical question is, why is this happening? To get to the solutions, we first have to unpack the root causes. Dr. Kuypers' analysis really boils it down to 5 key drivers. First, there's the sheer intensity of overseeing AI. Then there's workload expansion, where AI gets added on top of existing duties. We also see a lack of clear guidance, pressure from team dynamics, and finally, the unrealistic expectations that are often set by industry hype. Let's focus on that number one driver for a moment, oversight intensity. This is that constant mental effort of checking the AI's output. The HBR study actually puts hard numbers to this. Professionals with high AI supervision duties report expending 14% more mental effort, experiencing 12% more fatigue, and feeling a 19% jump in information overload. These are not small numbers. And that leads us directly to the final point about hype. As Dr. Kuypers puts it so well in this quote, when the industry overpromises, it can push companies toward aggressive adoption without building in the necessary safeguards. This leaves employees to bear the cognitive cost of tools that aren't quite ready for seamless integration.
Now that we have a clear picture of the problem and its causes, let's pivot to the solutions. And the analysis offers some very practical, actionable strategies at 3 different levels: for you as an individual, for your team, and for the organization as a whole.
So, on an individual level, the key is to be intentional about protecting your cognitive space. This means actively focusing on skills where humans excel, like creativity and strategic intuition. It means scheduling real breaks to reset. It also means using AI as a specific tool, more like a tutor for a certain task, rather than a cognitive crutch for everything. And critically, it's about alternating between using AI and working independently to keep your own mind sharp.
At the team level, the focus shifts to designing smarter collaboration. This could mean redesigning roles so that the AI is truly assisting the human, not the other way around. And this is fascinating. The research suggests limiting each person to 2 or 3 AI agents, as productivity gains can actually start to reverse after that point. It's also vital to share the cognitive load across the team and provide clear training, not just on how to use a tool, but on how to frame problems for the AI in the first place.
And finally, at the organizational level, leadership has a crucial part to play. They need to set very clear expectations about what AI is meant for and, just as importantly, what it's not meant for. Companies should be rewarding people for valuable outcomes and impact, not just for high AI usage metrics. And here's a powerful statistic. Organizations that actively protect work-life boundaries can see a 28% reduction in employee fatigue. That's a significant impact.
When you look at all these strategies together, they all point toward one central, unavoidable conclusion: the absolute necessity of guarding our cognitive health as we move further into this age of automation. There's no doubt that AI has the power to transform the way we work, but what this research makes so clear is that we'll only unlock its true benefits if we deploy it thoughtfully, with a human-centered approach. That means proactively protecting our focus, our well-being, and our own unique cognitive abilities.
So we'll leave you with this powerful question from Dr. Kuypers, which is really a prompt for self-reflection. Take a look at your own work routines and how you engage with these new tools, and ask yourself honestly, are they energizing you, or are they slowly eroding your cognitive edge? Thank you for watching.
This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you find these videos valuable, please use the QR code at the beginning to buy us a coffee or to hire us to coach you or your employees in AI. We also recommend that you subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. And finally, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, and share it. Your engagement really does help us reach a wider audience.